Hello, this is your girl pvssology, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you click that notification button so you'll know exactly when I'm uploading new content. I have a little bit of time, so I figured let me bang out like a video or two. So this video is going to be me creating a top and sneakers to go with it. And this is for the men's clothing section, not the women's. But anybody can create these things. Anybody can do this. This is simple and easy. So let's get started. Make sure you have your Gimp opened up. If you use Photoshop, have that opened up. I don't use Photoshop, so I don't know anything about Photoshop. I'm using Gimp, which is completely free. But if Photoshop works for you, then use Photoshop. Let's get started. The creator I'm using is from Baller. I like Baller's clothes. Baller's clothes is very tomboyish, just you know, like just something that I like. Here goes the product ID number, which is at the bottom. You guys can see. I'm going to leave it there for a little bit. You scroll back up. This is a hoodie, and it has about 4 parts to it. So I downloaded this part, this part, this part, and the part at the bottom. So all the blue pieces. And you can save it as whatever you want to save it as and open it up in Gimp. And let's get to the sneakers. So for the sneakers section, I like these type of chunky sneakers. I've always been a fan of these. It's 2 parts to download, as you can see, and I will scroll down to the derive from product. You can click on derive from product, which is much easier, or you can copy the product ID number. Now let's go into VU and open those up so we can see exactly what it looks like before we do anything to it. So this is what the hoodie looks like. Now, it could be a extreme for some people. I don't really care for the mouth part of it, so if anything, I'm just going to get rid of that. If you want to get rid of that part, you can click on the opacity map part and put that as black. And that should get rid of it. Sometimes you have to click use blending as well. But for the most part, sometimes you don't have to click use blending. You could just put black space here and it will get rid of the mouth part or whatever piece that is. Alright, let's go to the sneakers part. So this is what the sneakers looks like. And I actually like these sneakers a lot. I really do like them. They're actually my favorite part of this texture. Okay, so let's go into Gimp and open that up. I have everything opened up in Gimp. So now I'm going to do the usual, which is, sometimes I recolor this before I do this, but you could do it before or after. So what I would do is new layer. Okay, and I'm going to do new layer for every one of these pieces. I changed my mind. I'm going to keep the mask. I think it looks a little bit better than without it. So this is the mask part. And new layer this. And we're going to new layer this. Alright, so now that that's settled, I can recolor this. So I'm going to click on this. Always remember what you have yours focused on. If it's focused on this, it's not going to do anything. It's not going to change the color. So don't freak out and be like, oh, I thought I changed the color. Sometimes I used to freak out and be like, oh my goodness, I thought I changed the color. And then next thing you know, it was because this was clicked and not this. So I'm going to, let's see, hue chroma. It's my favorite thing to use. And I'm going to make it gray. And I'm going to do the same for all of these, but in order to do that, remember to click at the bottom. Okay. And click at the bottom to have that focus. Filters, repeat. You don't have to do anything different, just filters, repeat everything. There's repeat. Well, let me see what it looks like when I do this, because sometimes you have to make it gray yourself. Filters, repeat. Okay, so that's gray. Alright, that's not bad. Let me see what this looks like when I do this. It's not giving me what I want it to give, so I'm going to undo that. Edit, undo, and I'm going to gray it out myself. Doing colors, hue, chroma, and hopefully it works. Let me darken it some. Let's see if that works. Does that look similar? Alright, so the grays look sort of similar. Let me check it out. It might need to be darkened a little bit more, so I'm going to undo that again, and I'm going to try it again. Colors, hue, chroma. Sometimes you got to do it again. Lightness. Let me see what that looks like. That's much better. That looks completely similar. So, that's actually not bad. So, do I know exactly what texture I'm going to use? No, I don't. I'm going to be playing with some textures to see. I'm going to click back on the layer part. I'm going to click back on the layer part on that. Layer part here. Layer part here. Layer part here. Okay. So now I'm going to figure out what type of textures I want to use. I did say I wanted to use African textures, but first I need to look to see what type of textures they have in Google. So open your Google. As you can see, I typed in African pattern textures in Google to see what I got. I actually like this. This is kind of cool. This is kind of retro for me. I like retro looks too. But I love the African patterns. I think they're amazing. I like a lot of these things, actually. I might not be able to choose from all of them, but I can choose something that's unique and different. I want to make sure it actually works, though. And when you're picking out textures, you want to make sure it doesn't have any backgrounds to it, as you can see. A lot of the licensed things have the names on it in the background, which is a watermark. As you can see, the watermarks very visible. You don't want that. This is actually nice. I actually love this. So I'm gonna do a unique approach to things, but I'm gonna look super further. I'm probably not going to show you guys what I downloaded yet. I'm probably going to wait until I show the product, but oh, I like this. I actually like that. That's a cool color. Okay, I think I see some stuff I like. I'm going to download a couple of these, and we're going to see what works and what doesn't work. I found a bunch of textures that I liked. Let's see. Different ones. I actually really like that one. I really, really, really like this one. You know what? Let me just try this one. So it's snake. Now that would be really weird for a hoodie, but I can make it work. Well, I'm going to try to make it work and see what it looks like. So I'm going to do the same for here. Next layer. If it works, that's good. I'll keep it. If it doesn't, then back to the drawing board. Repeat the same steps. going to do the same for here. File, open as layer. Okay, so for this, I'm going to layer, merge down. I'm going to do the same for here. Layer, merge down. Layer, merge down. Layer, merge down. And layer, merge down. Now on the right hand side, I'm going to play with the opacity map. Just scaling it over. Just like that. The texture is so good already that you don't need to play with the opacity too much. So I'm going to do 10.8 for all of them. Do 10.8 for all of them. There. 10.8. 10.8. It's actually not bad looking. Okay, so I'm going to merge it down. I'm going to do the same for all of them. Merge it down. Layer, merge down. Layer, merge down. Layer, merge down. And now it's about sharpening. So I'm going to go to Filters, Enhance, and then I'm going to sharpen it. See how sharpened it needs. Let's see how much sharpening it needs. Okay. That's too much. You don't want to do it too much to where you're getting rid of the wrinkles. You don't want to do it too much. I'm just going to press OK for that. And I'm going to do Filters, Repeat, Sharpen. Filters, Repeat, Sharpen. Filters, Repeat, Sharpen. Filters, Repeat, Sharpen. And now I'm going to save it. So I'm going to overwrite the hoodie. I just want to see what it looks like. It doesn't mean I'm going to put this in my shop unless I fall in love with it. I just want to see exactly what it looks like. Remember, if you mess up, you can always undo everything and start from fresh. And that's okay, because it happens to the best of us. It's part of learning. Sometimes you have to export, which is fine. That's a normal thing. I think I've done it to all of them. And now let's go into VU to see what it looks like. Okay, we're back in VU. I'm going to do the sleeves. These are the sleeves. You can kind of tell what's the sleeve and what's not the sleeve. Oh, and sometimes I've made this mistake plenty of times to where the file is too big on VU and they're going to want you to resize it. So do not get rid of any of your work until you know that you're able to upload. Because I made that mistake so many times and I got rid of my work, put it in the trash, and then, yeah, and deleted it from the trash and could not get it back. I was not about to do all that extra stuff just to get it back. No. Okay. I'm going to press Apply Changes. Okay. That's not bad looking, and it looks legit, and I like it. And nobody's really doing, like, who's doing a snakeskin hoodie? It ain't being done, okay? I actually really, really like it a lot. And I think I will put this in my shop. I really will. And I'll probably put a logo in the middle if I feel like it. Or a logo on the back of the hoodie. Maybe a snake of some sort. I don't know. If I decide to do that. If I decide to put that in my shop. But I actually really like it. Now let's go and see how the sneakers look. Now keep in mind I did not change the color of this, just the straps and stuff. I didn't change the color of that, but I did change the color of the sneakers. So we're only going to look to see what the sneakers look like. And apply changes. Okay. I love that. I love it. I love it. It's not being done, y'all. It's not being done. But I am happy with the product. Obviously, I'm not finished with the sneakers. I'm going to finish the sneakers. That's not going to be a problem for me. I love this. I love everything about it. I really do. I like it because it's different. I mean, it's not really being done, but it's different. That's why I like it. And, yeah. But I know that was a kind of a quick tutorial, but that's just how you do the basics of things. Everything does not have to be 100% perfect, but make sure it's to your liking. Yeah, so you can see here, it looks, I like it. I like it. You don't have to like it. I like it. And if you like your items, that's all that matters. If you're happy with what you put out. But there are times when we're not happy with what we put out. And I know I said I was going to do a separate video on that, but I'm going to show you guys something really quick. If you're not happy with the item, you can always hide that item and no one will be able to purchase that item. Yes, you will take the loss of not being able to sell the item, but you want your shop to look as pretty and perfect as possible. And the only way to do that is hiding the item. So let me show you guys real quick how to do that. You're going to go to create mode and you're going to click on my catalog. So you click on an item that you are kind of not too iffy about. This is an example. I'm not going to actually do that, but you click on the eye from that. And then you scroll down and you easily click the red. And that will make your product invisible in the shop. So you'll pretty much be all set with that. You won't have the product be invisible. No one can buy it. No one's going to see how ugly the product is. That's it. All you do is scroll down and click on that. And if you feel like you made a mistake, you can always go back and click on the green and it will be back visible in the shop. Simple, simple things. These clear jelly slides are doing really well, actually. I think I made them a couple weeks ago. So I'm really proud of myself with that. It's getting a lot of attention. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching the video. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment down below if you have any questions or concerns, and I will get to you ASAP, because that's how I do it. Although I'm going to be busier this week, I still will have time to do certain things. Thank you, and have a nice day.